Do you believe in magic? Do you? Do you believe in magic? Good evening and welcome to the Master Manifestor Bootcamp. I'm Susanna Mihailovic and I am so thrilled to be with you all here tonight. Thank you for joining us. We have a community here tonight from all over the world. I've received a message from one of my incredible clients, Tiffany Haskins, and an hour ago it was past midnight in the States, and she said, I'm waiting to jump on the call. So to all our beautiful friends in the States, in Canada, in Europe, UK, we've got some people in China too. Lisa's on the call. Welcome. South Africa, welcome Francesca, and of course Australia and New Zealand too. Welcome everybody. It is so good to see you all. So I'm just going to have a quick look to just see everybody. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Cherie's here. Pankaj from India is here. Shannon, Tracy, welcome. Melina, Kosovats, welcome everybody. Okay, so let's just get through the basics to start off with. So this is a 2-session webinar, and guess what? I've done the Master Manifestor Bootcamp once before a few months ago, and I've actually added even more value. So I know these are meant to be 2 short, sharp 45-minute sessions, but we probably will go over. Is that okay? I hope that's okay with you. I just get so passionate about what we can do with this material that I just keep adding more and more information. I want you to go away with so much value. The information that I'm about to share with you can change your life, okay? Some of it will be new. You may not have heard it before. I know a lot of my clients are on this call too, so you would have all heard, this information before. Thank you so much for following me, my tribe, the Your Two Minds community. But a lot of you are very, very new to this information. And I can see we've also got Agata here from Poland. Welcome. So great to see you. So I want you all to relax. I hope you've got your tea or coffee or, a drink with you. I hope you've got pen and paper, but if you haven't, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just open up to the information, open up to the material, because it can absolutely change your life. So before I get started, I also want to acknowledge my incredible team. There's so much that goes on in the background of Your Two Minds. First of all, Joe Wolf, again, is doing an incredible job just supporting everything, supporting you guys. And we've also got Colette and Tatiana on board with us too. So you may have received a message from one of those three incredible women, maybe me too. Take advantage of their contact with you. They will be supporting you during this journey of the next week, because we really want you to get the most incredible value that you can out of this program. So a big shout out to them, and sit back, open your mind, open your heart, because the next 2 days are going to be absolutely incredible. I'm not one that looks at chat boxes that often, but I will have a quick look. I'd rather you all have my quick focus, my full focus, I'm sorry, and my quick focus. And Kate, I just want to say a quick shout out to you. So Tiffany's here from the States. I've already mentioned Tiffany. Kate Hill from WA. Welcome, Katie. Welcome. Of course, Joe. I totally believe in magic. Absolutely. I've got my team. Anne is here. Sabina, hello. Welcome. No worries if you have to jump off at 8. I will do my very best to transfer this information to you before then. If not, you will receive a recording for only 48 hours, so you'll be able to watch this again. But of course, I've got my support team here to help you. So Laura, Jill, and everyone else, welcome. Okay, so let's get started. Like I said, we have a lot to cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open you up to some new ideas, about yourself. I'm going to open you up to some laws that you may not have heard about, okay? My inspiration to do this Master Manifestor is because everybody's heard of the law of attraction. Everybody is using the word manifest, okay? But what they're not knowing is there are missing pieces to the formula. There are missing pieces that aren't taught in the way that I'll be teaching you today. And I discovered those missing pieces through the incredible quantum leaps that I've had in my business. We actually went to China a couple of weeks ago. We've got our first client from China. So we are now in every continent, and covering many countries. So I made quantum leap after quantum leap in my business, in my sources of income, in my life in general, and it was ease and flow. And it was when I looked back about a year ago to see, why am I manifesting easy? Why are my clients manifesting easy? And we heard probably about 3 weeks ago from a client of mine that when she started with me, she couldn't pay her monthly mortgage. For the first time ever, she described that they could not pay their monthly mortgage. And by the end of the 12 months, she had $1 million in her bank. So I was thinking, why is this so easy for me and not so much for, some of the other people out there. So I've developed a formula. I'm not going to go through the whole formula in the 2 sessions. Okay. It's just impossible to do it in the 2 sessions. I do go through the formula in my coaching program and some other programs that I run. But for now, I just want you to get enough of an understanding of the basis of what manifestation is and how you can start to apply it in your life. How's that? Yeah? Are we ready to rock? Let me know if you're ready to rock and roll. I want to hear. Give me a big yes if you're ready to rock and roll. Do you believe in magic? I love that clip from Kylie. And, you know, it's funny, when I started to, you know, all of these great things started to happen to me, I was in Toronto and I approached my incredible mentor and my dear friend, Bob Proctor. And I said, oh my God, Bob, you know, it is magic. I've got Bob's pen. I just didn't realize. It is, you know, absolutely magic. And he looked me in the eye and he said, Susanna, it's not magic. It is your natural state. It is your natural state. And I truly believe that manifestation, creating what we call magic, I still use the word magic. My clients laugh at me. I use it, you know, all the time because I just love that word. But it is, magic is your natural state. Okay, I'm just going to check. Yes, 5D, the fifth dimension. Yes, I am. Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. Okay, all right, let's get started. So as I mentioned, the reason why I decided to do this webinar for you all is because there are missing pieces in the teachings, the popular teachings out there about what manifestation is and how to manifest. And one of the main things that I was tired of hearing, so I speak to a lot of people around the world and I hear a lot of stuff from people where they're at, you know, how to move past they're at, you know, situations that they've been in. Money is a big thing. But one of the things when it comes to manifesting, the most common thing that I hear from people is, Susanna, I'm great at manifesting. I manifest green lights and car spots. And I'm like, really? So are you living your dream life? You know, because we don't want to just manifest green lights and car spots, right? Okay. And some people are like, I'm sick and tired of just, you know, manifesting the green lights. But here's the thing, if you're manifesting green lights and car spaces, you can manifest your dream life just like that, just like what I have, just like what my clients are doing. Okay. So it's time to let go of that frustration. So open up to the ideas that I've got here for you, and you know, we'll go deeper. So I also hear people say, I think about what I want, but it's difficult to manifest it. I'm great at manifesting the green lights, as I mentioned, but struggle to manifest the bigger things. I've heard also law of attraction does not work. I've tried it so many times. I've been waiting for my soulmate. I've been waiting for the business. I've been waiting for my first million for a long time. And I know it's coming. I know it's coming. It will arrive. It will arrive one day. Do any of these resonate? I asked the universe for, you know, for $1 million by this date, but I did not receive it. It's not working. Do any of these statements resonate with you or someone in your life? Here's the thing. You are manifesting all of the time. You are manifesting right now. You've been manifesting all your life. But because you don't understand some basic truths about yourself and about how it all works, then you're not manifesting the things that you want. You might be manifesting an ordinary life. You might be manifesting the things that you don't want. And here's the thing, you're not here to be ordinary. You're here because you are extraordinary, and you're here to have your extraordinary life. So what I'm about to share with you can change your life if you open up to it. Just open up a little bit tonight. Put your worries aside. Put anything that's on your mind aside for now. It will be there when we finish up at 8 o'clock. It's not going anywhere. Just don't deal with it for now. And I ask you one thing, just open up. Open up to the information that I'm about to share with you. So what am I going to cover? So we're going to cover a lot, okay? I'm going to cover 5 secrets. There's more than 5 in the formula that I've discovered, but 5 that will get you started. 5 that will get you started, okay? We're going to look at the missing links to the law of attraction, and the missing links is, who am I? What am I worth? That's one of the missing links, okay? We're going to look at how the universal laws operate, because if you don't understand the basics, you're not going to be manifesting with ease and flow. The law of attraction, the law of vibration, we're going to look at a few different universal laws. A very important question, what do you want? We've heard, ask, believe, receive. It can be that simple. It can be that simple, but why hasn't it been that simple or easy for you? So it's simple, but not easy for most people. It should be easy. It should be easy. And we'll go into that in a moment. Just going to move this little icon. Okay. So who am I? So most of you would have met me. You're in the Millionaire Roundtable Facebook group. You've probably spoken to me. Some of you are clients. Some of you are friends of clients. I am Susanna Mihailovic. I am the director, the owner of a massive international success and mindset coaching company, Your Two Minds. I'm also a top Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant. So that means that I work very, very closely with Bob. There's about 15 of us that work very, very closely with Bob. And Bob has publicly said, so Bob Proctor, if you don't know who he is our world's greatest teacher in human potential. He's the man in the right-hand corner there, the man with the beautiful grey hair there. And that's his partner, Sandy Gallagher. And Bob, on a number of occasions, has publicly said that Susanna is one of our very top consultants in the world. I'm an author, best-selling author. I'm also an international speaker. Enough about me, because this is about you. So let's start to talk about you. Okay, so we need to, in order for us to move forward, in order for us to change anything, in order for you to change anything, we need to do an analysis of where you are now. Okay, where are you now? So do you feel that you currently are a master manifestor? How do you feel about that? You might want to just share your comments in the chat box. If I don't get to them now, I will definitely have a look at them when I get off this webinar. Like I said, I'm not one that looks at chat boxes a lot, because I want my full focus to be on you. But please, if you want to share in the chat box. If you want to reach out to me privately so no one else sees it, it's the Q&A box. I believe no one else will see your questions there. So do you feel like you are currently a master manifestor? Every single one of you. So one thing that we know for sure, that every single one of you that is on this call tonight is here because you want to manifest. You want to manifest bigger, better. You want more out of your life. You want to manifest with ease and flow. Otherwise, why would you be spending time on a Tuesday evening to be watching someone that you may or may not know? So that's one thing we know absolutely for sure. Okay, every single one of you here wants more. You want to learn how to manifest. You want to learn how to bring the great things into your life that you know deep down that you so deserve. So what does a master manifestor mean for you? What would it mean for you to be a master at manifesting? How would your life change? These are really important questions, because if we don't know where we are and how and what we want, okay, not how to get it. We never know how to get it. We allow that to happen, as it happens. I go deeper into that in my 12-month coaching program. But, so if you don't know where you are now and what it is that you want and what the meaning of a master manifestor is for you, then how in the world are you going to get it? Because you see, master manifestor may mean something very different to me than what it does for you. And how is it that your life would change if you became a master at manifesting? What would that look like for you? How would that be for you? Why are you here? Why are you here? Without a purpose, without understanding why we're present, why we want to do things, okay, we are limiting our mind to receiving the answers that it needs, to receiving the solutions, to receiving the thing that we need to help it. You'll learn more about the mind tomorrow night, your marvelous, marvelous mind. But your mind is designed to have a goal. Your mind is designed to have a focus, okay? And it will naturally start to take you towards that goal. Now, if you don't have clarity about some of these questions, then your mind won't know where to take you. Okay, this will be just another information session for you. And you might learn a few things, but if you're not going to get the most out of this, then that's okay. If you want to just have an information session, that's okay. But why wouldn't you use it to change your life or change that area of your life that you most want to? Why wouldn't you do that? I want you to think about, what have you manifested in the past? What have you manifested in the past, and how well has it worked for you? And finally, what would you like to get out of this masterclass? One of the things that I've learnt in my evolving and opening up to manifesting is intention. So the intention that I give every moment of what I am doing, the intention that I'm giving you right now, and this masterclass or this webinar, this boot camp, whatever you want to call it, is what we're all going to get out of it, what I'm going to get out of it. So what would you like to get out of this masterclass? What is your purpose for being here? The mind needs a purpose. It needs a goal, because it will naturally start to give you the solutions, the directions, and the next steps. And I'd like to let you know that you already are a master manifestor. Congratulations. Congratulations. As my incredible friend and mentor, Bob Proctor, said to me, Susanna, it is not magic. It is your natural state. It is your natural state. So you already are a master manifestor. And now what we have to do is help you align a few things and open up to some new ideas that will help you manifest the things that you want, that will help you open up to new possibilities, to new ways of connecting to what it is that you want, so that you can become a master at your life, not just a master manifestor. Does that sound good? Let me know. I hope it does. Okay, let's go. All right, so let's talk about the universal laws. This is very important to start off with. Okay, so if you do not understand the universal laws, or some of them, you are living your life by chance. So you are living your life from day to day and allowing circumstances to control you and your life and your outcomes, when in fact you are meant to be controlling your circumstances. If you don't understand some of the basics of universal laws and how they apply in your life, then the master manifestor that you naturally are will not create the magic that you really desire. So, Dr. Werner von Braun, he is one of the greatest scientists that ever lived. You may know who von Braun is. He was the lead scientist that that worked with President Kennedy to get the first rocket to the moon. And what he said was, the natural laws of the universe are so precise that we have no difficulty building a spaceship to the moon and can time the flight with the precision of a fraction of a second. Think about that. So the universal laws are so accurate, so precise that we can time a rocket the exact fraction of a second that it will land on the moon. That is mind-boggling. What does this have to do with you? It has everything to do with you. Everything. Because if these universal laws, these natural laws, it's physics, okay? This is not, this is physics, right? And if these natural laws work for a rocket, they are also working for you every single second of the day. However, the universal laws are impartial, and there is not a slightest allowance made if you are ignorant to these laws and how they work. What does that mean? So the law of gravity, okay, I'm holding Bob's pen, right? The law of gravity, if I was to let go of Bob's pen, what will happen? Will it rise? Will it float? No. 100% of the time, this pen will drop 100% of the time. Whether I understand the law of gravity or not. 100% of the time. Okay, so if a baby falls off a 10-story building, the law of gravity is not going to say, oh, poor baby, it's ignorant, I'll just let it float until mum comes. No, it works 100% of the time. It works at the precision of a fraction of a second. That poor baby will fall, whether it knows it will or not. Whether you know how the laws work or not is never an exemption. There's never an exemption, okay? They are working 100% of the time in your life with the precision of a fraction of a second. They do not care what is happening in the world. They continue to work, whether there is poverty, whether there is, a virus all over the world, whether there's an economic crisis. These laws work 100% of the time. What does that mean? No matter what is going on out there, you can still create your reality. You can still create your economy. You can still create the life that you want, because you are a part of these natural laws. Let's go through the 5 secrets. So I'm going to go through them very briefly tonight, okay? And then tomorrow, we're going to look at examples of how to apply them and what happens to your mind and how to actually work these secrets. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Let me know. Secret number 1. I think I'm probably the only person that teaches, or probably one of the first people that teaches secret number 1. And this is a big missing part of the formula. Secret number 1 is understand who you truly are. Now, if you haven't been to any of my coaching programs, if you haven't seen, my masterclasses and participated in my masterclasses, you're probably thinking, what does she mean, understand who I truly am? I know who I am. I'm Susanna. I'm a woman in my 40s. I own a business. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm an auntie. I'm intelligent. I've got a high IQ. I've got a low IQ. That's not what I'm talking about. Sure, they are parts of who you are, but they are labels. You stay with those labels, you will get labels in return. Okay, that is surface stuff. That is a beautiful, powerful part of you, but it's only a fraction part of who you are. So, we want to manifest like magic with ease and flow. And the most important aspect is to understand who you are, who you really, really are. Now, Maharishi said that, and he was a great teacher in the yogic tradition, said that to attain inner freedom, one must continuously and sincerely ask the question, who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Who are you really? Who sees when I see? Who hears when I hear? Who knows that I am aware? Who am I? Who am I? You see, without even a basic understanding of this, you will not have your quantum leap. My background and studies were in psychology, postgraduate studies in counseling. Absolutely loved what I learned. And I apply that in a holistic, transformational coaching program that helps you make your quantum leap. However, what we were taught is work with your clients with small steps, realistic steps. Okay? And that used to bore me because I intrinsically knew that you have infinite potential. You have enormous power inside you, and you were designed to make quantum leaps. And science is now showing, quantum physics is now showing that you can make your quantum leaps. You can dream big and have it if you understand who you are. And we're going to unravel that a little bit more. One of the most powerful, profound moments that I had was back in September 2017 when I was in Toronto and I met my mentor for the very first time. And I was in the front row and he was speaking on the stage and he was talking to me. It changed every single part of me. And when you understand, when you open up to this truth, your whole world can start to change for the better if you want it to. And what Bob Proctor said was, did you know that without you, so if you did not exist, and I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to the other person. I am talking to you. If you did not exist, the entire universe would be totally out of alignment. You see, you function on 3 different levels. You have an intellect, you have a physical body, and you function on the energetic level. So we all know that now through the law of attraction teachings. The energy part of you is the spiritual part of you. It is perfect. There's perfection, there is genius inside of you. The problem is you have never been taught about that genius, and you certainly probably, if you're like 99.999% of people in today's society, you certainly have never been taught how to tap into that. Without you, the entire infinite universe would be completely out of alignment. It could not function. You are such an intrinsic part of the puzzle that we were to take your piece of the puzzle out, it could not function. It would not be complete. And I'm dramatic about this for a reason, because I want it to sink in. You see, all those lies that you've been telling yourself all of these years, I'm this, I'm that, I can't do this, it's okay for her or him, they're lucky. They're somehow better, somehow more capable, somehow luckier. They are all viruses, and they are not the truth of who you are. So I invite you tonight just to open up just a little bit, little tiny bit, to the truth of who you are and the power that you have within you. Just a little tiny bit. Promise me you'll do that. And for my clients, you've already opened up a lot. This is a challenge for you to open up even more. Promise? Okay, I can see a few comments come up. Did you know? Now that is, we just spoke about the perfection inside you, the energetic part of you. And Einstein, the incredible Einstein, I'm going to go more into Einstein a little bit later on and tomorrow. I love Einstein. He even was speaking about this. Okay, that inside you, the energetic part of you, it is so, so, so powerful. You cannot use all of your potential in one lifetime. No matter how much you use, there's still so much more of it. So your gift, your job is to give back, to use more of it. And that's where the beauty and the magic of life happens. So, what about the physical part? How much are you worth? Did you know? I want you to wiggle your little pinky. I wish I could see you all now, but let me know in the chat box. Are you wiggling your little pinky? Just wiggle it. Even if there's someone in the room and they think you're crazy, wiggle your little pinky. Have a look at your little pinky. Kiss your little pinky. This little finger of yours on the physical has enough energy inside it, enough supply of energy that it can provide the electrical needs of a highly industrial country for a week. A highly industrial city, sorry. It's not a country. There's a mistake there. I apologize about that. It is a city. That's you. That's you. Your little pinky. The finger that you probably use the least. It's very important. Has got enough energy in it to supply the electrical needs of an industrial city. And you've been playing small. You've been telling yourself that you can't do this or you can't do that, or I live in a country with no money. Dr. Pankaj, who's on the call right now from India, he is one of my incredible clients who just finished up the 12-month program and he's looking to do the next one. From India, found a way to invest in himself. You are not small. You are not small. Anything that anyone says that's impossible for you is just an external imposed limit. External imposed limit. You've been living from the outside in. The power is not out there. The power is within you. You've friggin' got a whole supply of energy there for an industrialized city. What about the rest of you? What about the rest of you? What could you do if you tapped into more of that? What could you do? What would you do? These questions are really important because what I want you to do is really start to feel it, even if it's a little bit, because it takes that little crack to open up more. And I want you to start to really scan and think about what it is that you really want. And you'll understand why as we move forward. Secret number 2, and this is the first universal law. So that might be a little confusing. This is secret number 2, but it is universal law number 1. And the first law is order. What does that mean? You look at nature, it is orderly, right? So if you were to plant a pink apple seed in the ground, and a year or 2 down the track, you get a beautiful tree and it bears an abundance of fruit, what would the fruit be? Would it be banana? Would it be pears, plums? No. Would it be apples? Maybe. What sort of apple? Granny Smith? No. Jonathan? No. It will be a pink lady apple. Full stop. Full stop. There is absolutely no confusion. So nature is orderly. The universe loves order. You look at the stars. Are they all colliding? Is it, when you look at the stars at night, is the Milky Way just all over the place? No. Okay? The universe is orderly. So what does that mean for you? You need order in your mind to manifest. That means you need to decide what it is that you really want. Now, when I say a decision, I don't mean, oh, I want it now until it's too hard. I mean, what do you really want? If you could have anything, what would that be for you? I have seen the impossible happen over and over and over again. I get chills when I think about some of the incredible experiences that have happened for me and some of my clients as a result of doing this work, as a result of opening up and understanding themselves and how they work and how to tap into their magnificence. You see, we have been asleep for far too long, far too long. You are not small. You are magnificent. All possibilities exist for you. The only problem is that you have put limits on those possibilities. You have been taught not to fantasize. You have been taught to be real. You have been taught to have small goals because of the tall poppy syndrome, because of people that don't understand their own magnificence, their own power, and they certainly don't understand your power. I have seen over and over and over again how the impossible becomes possible. In actual fact, it was only 5 years ago that I would be dreaming of sharing the stages and sharing a friendship with the world famous Bob Proctor. How did that happen? That was impossible. Now, there are a lot of consultants out there, but not all of them are known by Bob personally. So how does that happen? How does that happen? The possible is possible. My client that I mentioned didn't have enough to pay her monthly mortgage 11 months down the track, just before she finished my program, $1 million in the bank. I loved the day when she sent me her bank statement and it had $208,000 in there, from minus to $208,000 in there. And then a few weeks later, she asked if she can share something at our group coaching call. And she said, I've just become a millionaire. The possible, the impossible is possible for you. What do you want? If you don't know what you want, then your mind will not know where to take you. If you don't have a clear image of what you want, then your mind is in chaos. If you want something big, but you are holding on to your self-imposed limits, then your mind will see those limits as your goal. You are so extraordinary. You are so powerful. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? I'm going to give you all a bit of homework. Is that okay? And I want you to bring it back tomorrow and bring back any questions. By the way, my team member that has connected with you, okay, this is an additional service just for the Millionaire Roundtable Facebook members. They are incredible individuals. If you have any questions, please send it to them by lunchtime tomorrow, okay? And I will do my very best to answer your questions, okay? So send them to your contact person, and they will pass them on to me. We'll get Joe to collect them, and I will answer your questions tomorrow. So your homework is to get a really clear picture of what it is that you want. This is so important, so important. Secret number 3. Everything is based on one great law, and that is energy is. Energy is. What does that mean? We get into Einstein now. So everything, every law, even how your mind works, is based on the fact that energy just is. And everything is energy, everything, okay? So Einstein said that in his theory of relativity, E equals mc squared, the famous equation that has been, probably the most talked about equation in history. E equals mc squared. What does that mean? E equals energy, okay? E equals, so energy equals matter squared. Right? So what that means is that everything you see on the physical is energy as the first and foremost fundamental truth. Everything, even you. Quantum physics shows us that you beautiful, extraordinary, magnificent soul, are in fact 99.99999% energy and less than 1% physical. Wow. Huh? Wow. So what that means is energy is always transmuting. It is changing. So as Einstein said, okay, energy is going into matter. Energy is changing into the physical. And then out of the physical, it becomes energy again. What happens to a dead person? So the body starts to, so it is vibrating, right? It is energy in an ocean of motion, okay? It is vibrating at a certain frequency, and that causes the body to decompose, and it goes back to energy. Okay, so energy, matter, energy. So energy is constantly transmitting into material form. This computer that I'm running this webinar on, that is made of energy. My hand, my body is made of energy. This essential oil bottle is made of energy. Everything is made of energy, but the frequency is different. So that's how we have different physical objects. What does this matter with your manifesting? We're going to learn about that, and we're going to go deeper tomorrow. So energy is constantly transmitting into material form. The intelligent living substance is in everything, including you, okay? So what that means is that this energy, this intelligence that has created the stars, the solar system, etc., is living in you. Okay, it is a part of you, right? So thought, when you are thinking about something, that is energy and it is starting to move, right? It is energy in motion. You are so, so, so powerful that you would not even believe it. So powerful. And the supply of this energy is unlimited. Okay, so the universe is abundant. Okay, so you never focus on your current visible supply. Okay, you're always focusing on the limitless and formless supply. Okay, what does that mean? So you're not focusing. So the secret to manifestation for you is, yes, thought, okay, but you do not focus on the external circumstances. You do not focus on the lack of money in your bank account. You only focus on the formless supply, on this energy within you and how to create the thing that you are manifesting. You're actually not creating it, but that's another webinar. I just want you to get the basics so you can take this away and start to manifest like a master, start to manifest some of the things that you want. So what people do is, because they think that they are physical, okay, because you've been thinking that, you know, that you're intelligent or that you're not intelligent or that you're short or that you're tall or that you're funny or you're not funny, right? They think everything is physical. They start to compete. Oh, I'm not smart enough. I have to be smarter. Oh, I have to compete in that job. You know, I'm not tall enough. I'm not short enough. I'm not beautiful enough, whatever it is. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that you can ever, ever, ever make. Because manifestation is about creation. It's not about competition. It's not about looking at your limits on the physical and looking about competing. The only person to compete with is yourself. And when I say that, what I mean is you are tapping into more and more and more of your potential, more and more and more of the infinite genius that resides in you. That is the purpose of you being alive. That is the purpose of having a big, beautiful goal. That is what brings magic to your life. Okay, let's move on. Oh my goodness, how time flies when you're having fun. Let's have a look at the law of attraction and the law of vibration. The reason why this is here under the third secret is because energy is. Okay, the law of attraction is just about energy. But what we've been taught with you know, movies like The Secret, what a fantastic movie. I love Rhonda Byrne. I have so much respect for Rhonda Byrne and what she has created. She has created an awareness around the world of how powerful we are and how attraction works. However, the missing piece, and the piece that people don't understand, is that the law of attraction is a secondary law. The law of vibration is actually the primary law. So what that means is that we live in an ocean of motion. So people have watched The Secret and they start to, oh, I've got to visualize, and the car is going to fall on my lap. Oh, I've just got to think about it, and you know, I'll get my $1 million. And this is why they find manifestation so difficult. This is why it's taking you so long to get your $1 million. So the law of vibration is about frequencies, is that everything vibrates, even you. And the feeling that you have attached to the thing that you desire is the primary aspect of manifestation, because feeling is a vibration. And it's the feeling that actually attaches to the same frequency. And we're going to look at this deeper tomorrow. So don't worry if this is going over your head, okay? That's okay. Just take away what you need to take away. Take away wherever it is that you're at. It will come together when the time is right for you, okay? Okay. And we're going to look at how Einstein, looked at the law of vibration. We're going to do that more tomorrow. Secret number 4 is imagination. It is thinking, okay, but it's not just imagination, okay? Did you know that you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day? 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. And 90% or more of those thoughts, more than 95%, some psychologists are saying now. So more than 95% of those thoughts are in your subconscious. So the subconscious mind is the automatic mind. It remembers everything. And its job is to record and then play it out. So it will deliver anything that it has recorded. So these 60 to 70,000 thoughts, because they are subconscious, most of them, you're not even aware that you're having them. But your life is not working in some way, shape, or form. You want more money, you want more love, you self-sabotage. Have you ever had the feeling that there's something in your life that you so want and you start to move towards it and then you're brought back? And then you start to move towards it. And some of my clients have said before they started to work with me, Susanna, I feel like I'm cursed. I'm like, no, you're not cursed. We just got to change your subconscious programming. 60 to 70,000 thoughts, and they're subconscious, which means you're not even thinking. We think that we're thinking, but we're not. We're actually on automatic pilot. So you want most of those thoughts to be flipped around. You want the subconscious to be working for you. And finally, the secret number 5 is emotion. So remember, vibration, emotion, feeling. Feeling is the secret, okay? So it's not just about thinking about what you want. It is the emotional connection and the feeling. And Winston Churchill knew this so well. He said, the mood decides the fortunes of people rather than the fortunes decide the mood. So the mood decides your fortune, your mood, your frequency, your vibration, how you're feeling, how you're behaving. If you are feeling like you have your manifestation already and you're in a relaxed state with ease, then that's going to determine your fortune. That's going to determine how easily that thing appears for you in your life. And the story of Winston Churchill is, even when his army was completely defeated and had no hope, he understood this law so well. He kept the good mood in his team, in his army, and eventually they won. Okay, so your emotion is the secret. Tomorrow night, we are going to go into this incredible man that I absolutely love, Albert Einstein. And Albert Einstein said that everything is energy, and that all there is, and that's all there is to it, energy is, that's all. Okay, match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm Susanna Mihailovic. Your homework tonight is to really get connected to what it is that you want and make sure you write it down. I have one of these babies in my hands. Most of the day I have them in my bag. I have them everywhere, and a pen and paper everywhere I go. Okay, write it down. Your homework tonight is to write it down. The other part of your homework is to connect with your manifestation advisor, one of my team members. They will help you on your journey. That is their job. They've only got this job until the end of the week, okay? So make sure you're connected. Make sure, you know, you make a time with them. Make sure you're asking them questions. They'll bring them back to me, okay? They are not coaches. They are here to support you on this journey, okay? Also, workbooks went out today. If you haven't received your workbook, let us know. We'll make sure you get a copy. The workbooks are very special. Start to work through them, okay? And remember, the universe does not conspire to make your dreams happen. People have got it wrong, okay? The universe conspires with the person that steps out and is brave enough to take action and is brave enough to do the work and is brave enough to say that this is it, I've got it. And that's when the universe conspires. So get started at doing the work tonight and let's go deeper tomorrow night. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Who wants to listen to a bit of magic? Let's go. Thank you.
It's a new emotion.